And welcome to BFA Sports exclusive coverage of the Williamstown Braves, a special edition tonight here on BFA Sports, presented by Pizza Hut. Chris Losey with Coffee Jones. We're at Carey Stadium in Ocean City, and the 6-1 Red Raiders, a tremendous season that they've had this year, and the defending state champion Williamstown Braves with a record of 5-3. So, Coffee, before we get into tonight's matchup, we missed one last week where the Braves got the revenge they needed. They shut out the Prep 6-0 last week.
Defensive battle, and there's some NFL news today. The Steelers and the Ravens are going to be postponed to Sunday. That's going to be a defensive battle. That's what made me think of watching that game last week. Old AFC North rivals, the Prep. The only team to beat Williamstown in the last 2 years, well, until Millville, but we're not going to talk about that. And they came out and they fought defensively. I am so proud of Ezraku. Brody Colbert was the best player on the field. It was a phenomenal defensive effort, and anybody that likes hard-nosed football would have loved what they seen on tape last week.
So we're here for an extra football game, and it's great to have the kids to get another opportunity to showcase in front of some of the college coaches that I know that are tuning in this evening. And for those of you that are tuning in, welcome to our broadcast tonight. We have a few seniors that we will be able to spotlight throughout the ball game, but this Ocean City team has had a tremendous season. The only loss in their ledger is DePaul Catholic.
Yeah, that's a pretty good school. I mean, listen, right now, according to Max Prep, these are two top 25 ranked teams, and the Ocean City team comes in at number 10 in the entire state of New Jersey, so they have a lot of respect for one of the defending state champs here in Williamstown.
We are standing here in Ocean City for the national anthem this evening.
Really excited to see the guys up front. That defensive line really came to play against a tough running back in Kanye Udo last week from the Prep. He's definitely going to be a Power 5 type of back, and we can look at the job that Xavier Alexander, Donovan Ezraku, and those guys up front. But again, Brody Colbert from the next level. Almost did it. I got half. But
what am I missing?
He was amazing last week.
And I'm missing a song tonight. No song tonight. Saw the American flag. Saw the color guard. All right, so we're going to get right at it. So welcome, everybody, to Ocean City. And let us be the first to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving from all of us at BFA Sports to all of you. The Ocean City Red Raiders in their all red this evening. They won the toss. They're going to defer. So we will see the Williamstown offense on the field, led, of course, by senior Doug Brown. Kicker for Ocean City is Brendan McGonigal. And we'll wait for the whistle tonight from the official Frank Burbridge. Temperature 53 degrees, a gorgeous night for football, one night before Thanksgiving, right? In the shadows of Wonderland Pier and the Ferris wheel, which brings you back.
Oh, I love
Remember
it.
a couple of years ago?
I love it. My daughter's going to be jealous. She didn't get to make the trip.
What was it, 3 years ago we did it? We were perched right over there on the other side.
Yeah, we had a good backdrop. We'll see if Charles can get a good shot of that beautiful Ferris wheel. But here we go. Doug Brown in his office got to get going.
It's Brody Colbert on the run, up off the left side. And Colbert with a good return for the Braves is out near the 35, 37-yard line. Brody Colbert, the owner of a free ride from Sacred Heart University, and well-deserved.
Listen, he committed to Sacred Heart. It's a verbal commitment from now because you can't sign. Signing date not yet. I wouldn't be surprised if some FBS, some Power 5 type schools start to give him some interest after they see what this young man has done in these last few games. Defensively, he's put on some weight. He's got stronger. He's so versatile on offense and defense. I think he's one of the best players in the state that not a lot of people know about.
Do you think he was the best player for the Braves this year?
This year, you could definitely make an argument. You could definitely make an argument for it this year. I know last week he definitely was.
So the Braves have it on first down. They're at the 38-yard line. It's Ezraku. He's on his way to Boston College. And it's a handoff. Turner Inge's first carry of the night to the 43. That's a pickup of 5.
Trying to establish this running game, and you're going to have to be able to put up some points. I know you got the best defense in South Jersey, giving up 7 points a game, but on the other side, Ocean City is averaging almost 40 a game. This offense has to pick it up. Just 2 field goals in their victory last week against a stout Prep defense.
Bad snap. Brown has to get it on the bobble, and that's a loss on the play. Back to the 40, 35-yard line. And they'll bring up a 3rd down and 14. Looks like miscommunication. The snap was there from Nick Bruno.
Yeah, just those little bitty things. We see that down in NovaCare. We'll talk about that Monday night, not Sunday. But just the little bitty things. You get 5 yards on 1st down, and then a simple mistake, getting this quarterback center exchange, puts you behind the chains. And let's see if Dougie Brown in this pass offense can get out of it.
On 3rd down and about 13, they need the 48-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right. It's Brown going to roll out, chase, runs. Is he going to get it? He is, and then some. He's down to the Ocean City 42. Good run for Dougie Brown, 1st down, Williamstown.
And that's a great decision by Doug. He read the defense front side. He's seen a double coverage, safety helping over the top of Keon Saab to his left. He starts to look right immediately. He looks over there, sees that blitz coming, get out to the right, escape, and he's got the wheels and picks up a 1st down on 3rd and long.
21-yard run for Brown, and they are at the 41. First couple of minutes of play tonight from down the shore in Ocean City. No score here on BFA. As Araku is the motion man, it's Brown, it's Turner Inge, and Inge with another good carry on 1st down. He's to the 37. The ball came out, but after Inge was down, bring up a 2nd down and about 6.
You see a little bit of movement up front. Those white shirts getting up the field, getting some push on this defensive line from Ocean City. See 60, Devin Cope, one of the leaders up front of this team, a senior. Jake Eaton, 79, another one of those seniors. And these guys, they're going to have to put the onus on themselves to be able to move the ball on the ground.
The problem wasn't moving the ball last week, too, against the Prep. It was just actually finishing it off. It's a play fake on 2nd down, and Brown is going for it all. In the corner, Saab, touchdown.
There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about. That's why you're the #1 athlete in the country. No offense to anybody else. And Jake Snyder, he's only 5'7". He's doing his best out there, but you got a 5-star recruit that you're going up against. And Doug Brown just puts the ball up, gives his receivers a chance, and Keon Saab comes down with the score.
37-yard touchdown pass to start the scoring for the Braves tonight. And it only took them 5 plays. We haven't seen much of that, like you said, about
I do
Keon.
like the aggressiveness, though. I do like the aggressiveness, and I remember the play before when Doug scrambled on the 3rd and 14 situation for the 1st down. Pre-snap, they had a safety over the top helping on Keon Saab, and he was the single receiver. That time, there's no safety help, and they get a touchdown.
7-0 Braves early on.
Out Supremes, out crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one outpizzas the Hut.
5-play touchdown drive for the Braves. That's not something we've seen this season, but nice quick strike, 37 yards to Keon Saab, and it's 7-0 early on tonight on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our crew here tonight from down the shore. I've reffed down here a little bit. It's just with the backdrop of the boardwalk and the steering wheel.
So that means people hate you down here?
That's correct.
Okay.
See, I wasn't going to go there. And Amico's kick down to the 10-yard line. Taken back by Tim Waller, who also is the quarterback. And Waller is across the 30-yard line, marking at the 32. Joey Raccabaldo on special teams making the stop for the Braves. That's another one of these Braves seniors that has had a lot of interest from coaches. What can you tell us about Joey Racabaldo?
Other than his height, I think that'll be the only thing that could potentially people use against him, but he's a football player. If you're looking up the definition of it, he's going to stick his nose in there and make tackles and play like he is on that tackle right there. First run play of the game.
Joe Rapetti, who opens up at quarterback for the Red Raiders, gets about 5 on that carry. Bring up a 2nd down and 5. The tackle by Donovan Ezeraku and Turner Inge. Inge, of course, will come back for his senior season. Rapetti on 2nd down will try to run. Nothing left. Tries back right. Still on his feet and gets a first down. He dragged Racabaldo to the 46.
Date myself, Chris. You remember Wheaties cereal? Those commercials that made you stronger? They say, did you eat your Wheaties today? Well, clearly, Mr. Rapetti did this morning because he came out in these first 2 runs and is running tough.
I heard of Wheaties. Rapetti on first down, his first toss, picked off, and there is Racabaldo. And Joey Racabaldo gets the interception and returns it down inside the Red Raider 20.
I don't know what the rule is. I never got an interception in high school football. Do you keep the ball?
No.
I'd keep the ball. I remember the other night watching some Tom Brady get picked off, and they're like, I'm keeping it. I'm going back to get this. Great interception, just sitting in the passing lane, double slant route to the right side. Racabaldo, he's short, so maybe the quarterback didn't see him drop into that underneath zone and get the interception.
Well, they put him at the 22, and the Braves are right back on offense. You know, you could say, where was this all season long? But Brown in the shotgun on first down. Fakes, throws far side, going to get Sabb involved again. He's got a 37-yard touchdown pass, and he's got a nice gain here on first down, about 8.
Look, you see the cushion right there. Anytime, Doug Brown, if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm telling my quarterback, if they're not pressed on Keon Sabb, you throw him the ball right now. You don't run a route. You throw him the ball and make them tackle the best athlete in the country.
It's 2nd and 2. This is Turner Inge up the middle. He'll get a first down for the Braves. Go about the 10-yard line. He'll set up a 1st and goal for Williamstown halfway through here in the first quarter.
And you see that same action they did. As Ezeraku goes out from his wing spot to block the corner, and you run the inside handoff, the zone read off of that action. Those second-level defenders, they don't know what to stop.
And you can see the white shirts are on the plus side at the line of scrimmage, too. And Nick Bruno, Devin Cope, and those guys. Another play fake, first down. Sabb again, dancing his way to the pylon. No signal. Did he get in? He did not.
Again,
we can't tell.
Good block by Donovan Ezeraku. Dabo Sweeney, Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, you name it, they've came and they've offered Keon Sabb a scholarship already. He's got another year for the Braves, so he's got his top 12 schools that he's already narrowed his choices down to. Most people project him as a safety, but you can see the athletic ability playing wide receiver so far here in this first quarter.
9 yards, it's at the 1. 2nd and goal. Inge left side and a touchdown.
Oh, what a block. Wait till Dave replays this. When you get a fullback block like Xavier Alexander does here, number 44, I mean, he's just clear as space. Look, if we get your car snowed in, we're going to call Xavier to come move your car out because that's a great block, and that's what I think he'll be a fullback projected at the next level.
Come on, Ray.
What a surprise this is. How about the Braves? They've got 5 plays into the end zone to start. They get an interception return by Joey Racabaldo, and then 4 plays later, they're in the end zone again and lining up for an Amica extra point for a 2-touchdown lead early on. We're only halfway through the first.
They don't like being the underdog. They were the underdog last week. Coming off the first prep loss, they were the favorite. And they lose to Millville as the favorite. You're the underdog in that rematch last week, and you're the underdog here according to Max Prep's rankings again today. But you're up 14-0.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guy's wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
How about those graphics?
Can you see those fly graphics?
How about those graphics?
Man, listen.
Somebody was busy back in the shop. 14-0. We're back in Ocean City, and Amico's punt. And this is Waller switching hands at the 30 with a stiff arm on Sabb, and then Sabb throws him to the ground.
Just look at him. I mean, 6'3". You can just see the length. He's going to put on a little bit more weight. I hope he gets his quick twitch faster.
I hope he stays for his senior year.
That's nothing. But I think his short shuttle, his 40 time and his short shuttle, that speed element will really determine what position he plays at the next level, how often, how early he gets on the field. And I think definitely he's got an NFL frame and future.
Rapetti and the Red Raiders back on offense. They're down 14-0. Halfway gone in the first. And on the right side, this is a handoff for the Red Raiders. Up the middle, and look at this. Jake and Sarah keeps carrying people when he picks up 7 against that Brave defense.
Turns it up the field. You get a group of Brave tacklers. David Roberts, a host of guys, but good job by just running your feet, and there's a lot of yards after contact coming up.
Why not on second down? Go back to Insera, and it's good enough for a Red Raider first down up to the 44.
I expect nothing less. At this point, you turn the ball over in your last drive, and you got to get back to the physicality that got you to the number 10 ranking in the state of New Jersey for Ocean City.
New set of downs for Rapetti and the Raiders. And he keeps this one, and he's caught behind, but gets free. And then Rapetti bouncing off, pinballing his way, still going. This is an impressive run. Still won't go down. Now the whistle right around midfield. That's a 6-yard gain.
I'm surprised at a few things. We talked about it. He was surprised about this defensive effort. But I've never seen this defense tackle or lack of tackling like this. Just throwing their bodies at people. This is one thing that's made Williamstown so effective defensively for the last couple of years, being able to get people on the ground.
Blitz coming on 2nd and 4, and this play is shut down ahead of time. It's an official's timeout. There's Frank Burbridge.
Good sportsmanship by Zach Mazzatelli, number 53. I've seen him helping Dave Roberts up off the ground, and always love to see moments like that.
So it was either the injured player or the fact that the substitutions weren't done yet, but that's why it was shut down. 2nd down and 4. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, the BFA Sports crew here tonight. Tomorrow we've got a ball game as well.
I can't wait.
We're at Holy Spirit, the annual grudge match with Atlantic City. Breaking off and getting that first down is Jacob. No, it's not Jacob Pedersen. That's the wrong roster, Christopher. How about Sean Mazzatelli?
And yards after contact. These runners, it's not necessarily blocked perfectly as you want as a coaching staff, but everybody that's carried the ball so far for Ocean City has picked up several yards after first being contacted by a Williamstown defender.
So with the 43 on first down, Mazzatelli again. This time Taylor Robinson wraps him up along with Ezraku, a gain of only a yard.
Good job by Taylor Robinson getting up the field, forcing contain. You need your cornerbacks to be run enforcers in your run game, especially with a team like Williamstown that's been so stout defensively for the last few years.
Somebody asked me if you actually played in the secondary because you're so thorough with your analysis of the secondary. Here's a throw far side. That's complete to Jake Schneider and a first down.
If I had to say, one of my favorite players growing up was Deion Sanders. I kind of wish I was a DB. I could think and understand the game. I've talked to a lot of great ones and been around a lot of great ones. So I've studied it more. And It's an interesting position to look at and to learn.
Rapetti with a keep on first down, and he is spun around and then bounced at the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 5. Be second down and 5 with the Red Raiders on the move.
And see, when you run the ball with the quarterback, you gain an extra blocker. Any other time the quarterback hands off, you've only got 9 other people to block. There's 11 on the field, the quarterback and the runner. Well, now if the quarterback is the runner, you've got 10 blockers in front of him. And that's an advantage for the offense.
He'll try it again, and this time he is caught right at the line of scrimmage. Chad Davis chased him down.
Yeah, good job by Chad Davis. Inside move. Can't leave a tight end to block him. He just cuts inside. And Junior makes that tackle. He may be the next one up from this Williamstown defensive line to make a big-time move to a Division I college next year.
They gave Rapetti a yard, and it's 3rd and 4. He's going to try it again, and he'll be short, and they'll bring up a 4th down, a pickup of about 3 as Araku made the stop.
You see right there at the very last second, I couldn't see which white jersey it was, but somebody kept contained and forced the runner to turn the ball upfield. One issue that we had, the Millville game and the first prep game, losing contained defensively.
No huddle for Kevin Smith and the Raiders, 4th and 2. And it's a handoff, and that's going to be good enough for the Ocean City first down. The carry again by Cochran, or Insera.
They're getting back to what they're doing, running the football, and they're running through tackles, picking up those yards after contact. Not a necessarily big offensive line. See a couple tall players out there, but those runners are running hard in those red jerseys.
At the 19, and Sarah again danced through. It looked like he was stopped for maybe a yard, and he wound up getting 5.
He's at the line of scrimmage. He stops. And all of a sudden, he gets through a little bitty crease. Even though Jaden Wright had pretty good penetration from the defensive line, that's a 3-4 yard pickup when it should have been 0.
It was a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Rapetti on the keep. Left side, head down inside the 10. And close to a first down. They'll give it to him.
Ran through 2 tacklers, 2 solid tacklers, and Turner Inge and Keon Saab.
They do not give it to him, so it's a 3rd down and a yard. They're at the 9. Full house backfield, and Sarah, he'll get the first down as he goes inside the 10. It'll depend on the spot. It is a first down, so 1st and goal for the Raiders, who are on the move here late in the first quarter, and they trail 14-0 to Williamstown tonight. Pizza Hut's exclusive coverage of the Braves here on BFA.
56, Ryan Kroger's at right guard. He had a great block on that 3rd down run, taking his defensive lineman all the way up to the next level.
Now Zatelli still going. He gets down to 5. And that's probably going to be the final play of the first quarter.
Yeah, his defense needs a break right now. They're just going to throw bodies in there like it's a rugby mosh pit. You got to wrap somebody up and get them on the ground.
So 2nd and goal. The ball is at the 6. Now they're going to run another one. Rapetti on the keep with a cutback. Close to the goal line. And he is short. They'll bring up a 3rd down. We have 0 vantage point here, so we're just going to let the officials tell us at this point.
We'll see it on the other end.
That is the end of the first. 14-0 Braves, but the Red Raiders are on the move here on BFA.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. You got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza? And that's Rocca Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
I like the silhouette of the guy in the middle with the helmet on. That's probably Al Fisher. He doesn't like to show his face in public. Welcome back to the second quarter here tonight on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our crew here. Williamstown jumping out to a 14-0 lead, but now the Raiders down the field they go. And they're at the 4, and it'll bring up a 3rd and goal starting the second quarter here tonight. And they've done it mostly on the run, but when Rapetti needed to, he was able to go through the air and move the sticks. Here we go, 3rd down. Rapetti. And it's a touchdown. Jake Schneider.
Got to be able to sort that out. Because it's called a sprint right option. You got a quarterback option to run it. Got 2 DBs. You see Keyshawn Watkins. He's there looking like, hey, who's got the guy in the flats? Simple concept. Most of the time, defenses blow that coverage and leave somebody open in the short flats when you get down in the goal line area. And Ocean City capitalizes.
68-yard touchdown drive for the Raiders to respond. And McGonagall's extra point, faded left, and it's no good. Missed extra point, 14-6 Braves. Back with the kickoff here on BFA.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
And let's be the first to wish you a happy Thanksgiving here from all of us at BFA to all of you in this most unusual of calendar years, 2020. Hope you are safe and hope you are celebrating with your family and loved ones like we will be doing tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Are you cooking, Chris?
No, but Holy Spirit, the field will be cooking because the Spartans are hosting Atlantic City in their annual grudge match right here on BFA.
If you don't want to cook, I know a pizza place you can go to.
McGonagall, and they tried the onside squib kick, but no dice. Braves control it. Matt Curran up front on special team.
Oh, Matt Curran makes the play of the first half so far. I mean, that's a great call, great coaching staff, understanding that Williamstown, they're going to be getting out of there on those kickoff returns. They want to set up a big play for Keon Saab and Brody Colbert back there. That front line's leaving early. Let's try to sneak them an onside kick. They pretty much had it. The only thing that stopped it was Matt Curran and using his IQ and getting that football.
Sometimes you got to use the IQ. So coaches, if you're watching, don't just recruit on the talent. Here's a pitch, and Hines' first touch of the night. Lorenzo Hines will get a first down for the Braves down to the Raider 41.
That was the play that they tried to run second play of the game. And Dougie Brown just couldn't get the snap from center. But turning that corner, we've seen them pick up at least 6-7 yards on that little shotgun speed toss all season long.
And I will say this about Dougie. I mean, this is our second full season following this team constantly every day. Nobody has owned it like him for this season, and he is such a tough kid.
Oh, yes.
Gotta love him. Hines with a cutback in the backfield, and his first down carry will take him to about the Raider 36. That's a gain of 5.
You just love the dynamic of the team, the toughness and the moxie of Doug Brown. This offensive line that's a little bit undersized and gritty. You lose a Division I Big Ten recruit like Aaron Lewis last year, and they come back and still fight. Turner Ings, steady, long striding running back, and you bring in the short scat back. Kind of reminds me of Dalvin Cook a little bit with Rodriguez Hines here.
Hines will be about 2 short of the first down. He's down to the 35.
See there, hits the line of scrimmage. He runs about 3 yards up. You see all the white shirts just moving a mass of humanity. That's great blocking up front.
And Nick Bruno, who is the captain of that offensive line, the starter, senior, tons of attention from coaches, and it seems like every day he's on a visit, and he'll help somebody, and he'll help somebody fit very nicely. That Sabb in motion on 3rd and short. They get it out to Sabb, but Brown missed him. And they'll bring up a 4th down.
I don't know if that was a read or an actual throw. I'll be honest.
Tell you something else, Coffee. That's going to be backwards. They're going to put it at the spot where it went out of bounds. This is going to wind up being a loss.
Well, I think something else the coaching staff has to work on to kind of adjust that play a little bit. That Dougie Brown, when he takes that snap, he should take a step backwards. That'll time it up a little bit better. And now Keon Sabb will be coming off that bubble screen, coming towards the line of scrimmage. Just in case it's incomplete, it's a forward pass and not a backwards lateral.
So now it's a 4th and 7, and they have it at the 31.
I think they want to look at that to make sure, maybe.
Well, we don't have replay here, but I mean, the officials can talk about it a little bit. Remember, now in this case, the responsibility of a backwards-forwards pass is with the line judge, who is at the bottom of the screen because he holds the line of scrimmage longer. Now, Burbridge just signaled in both of the wing guys, and Leon Daniels is on the far side. He is the linesman. And now I think they're going to rule that it's incomplete. So Burbridge.
I thought it was going forward.
I don't think so.
And I thought if Keon was actually where the ball was, he was going to get hit. There was going to be a collision. You're on the other side of the field.
See if we have it again. There it is, real quick. We'll stay with it live, and we'll come right back to the replay. So now 4th down and about 3 for the Braves. And then Brown with the cadence. He got the Raiders to jump. All of that, and it's going to be a 1st down. Jake Hogue, number 32, jumped in.
Nick Bruno, if you're listening, you see somebody jump off sides defensively, snap the ball. Snap the ball, Aaron Rodgers style, get the free play.
I love it, Pat, partner. Now look at that. That is a backwards lateral. One more time.
Well, I think it didn't matter with the offsides.
At the 30. Play fake. Brown's going to throw. Chased out, and he's going to go down. No, he got away once, but now he's going to get swallowed. Back at the 36, it's going to wind up being a 6-yard loss, and the Raiders' first sack of the night.
He tried, but that was just a good hustle play.
Mike Rhodes was the first one in.
Mike Rhodes, yeah, he's 6'5", 235. I know there's some colleges here to watch him and watching this tape. He turned that corner and just kind of ran Dougie Brown down. You've seen the speed Doug had in the first quarter. And that 21-yard gain. This time he can't get out of trouble rolling to his left. Well, you get a lucky break to pick up a couple yards in the not lateral call, and you get it back on the sack. So Williamstown in this offense, we have to find out as this crowd starting to get fired up here in Ocean City.
How about it? With the crowd yelling at the officials all night in Williamstown, and now we're getting it here. It's like we're back at home. At the 36, a loss of 6, and a 2nd down now in 16. 9 minutes to go here in the 2nd. Brown, shoulder fake, rolls out, points, and throws to Sabb. He's going to have to make a diving catch, but can't move with it. And that's going to be another loss on the play, maybe a yard or 2.
And from the neck up, Doug is Pat Mahomes, but you got to keep your feet. I mean, he's trying to look down the field and look it off and then come back with a quick throw. Great idea, but you don't have the mechanics or the natural arm strength that a Mahomes or a Kyle Allen may have to whip the ball out there on target to let Saab pick up some yardage.
Here we go. 3rd and long for the Braves. They need the 20-yard line. It's Brown. Going to run for it. Dancing down. He's going to get to the 30, and then that's about it. So now Pat Gallagher in his first year, fourth down, he's been going for it. He got half of it. Yeah.
They got half of it. So this is the situation. I think it's too far, definitely, to kick the field goal. But you may think about leaving your offense out there at a fourth and roughly 11 situation.
Yeah, you know, 18 is Brendan Amico. He's probably trying to give it the bat in his ear a little bit. I can make it. I can get there.
But Chris, if you punt it and it goes into the end zone, you're going to pick up 11 yards of field position. I think at this point, you take your chances with your offense and go for it. Donovan Ezra-Rocco has been quiet in the passing game for the past few weeks. Watch number 11 trying to get over the middle of the field. The tight end is the quarterback's best friend.
He's in the slot at the bottom of the screen, and now the Braves are going to call a timeout. It's their first one. 4th and 12, and we come back on BFA.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. He got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocco Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves.
Here we go, 4th and 12, back to the timeout. It's Colbert in motion. Brown setting up, rifles, and it's caught, and it's a first down to the 15, Quincy Noel.
Unheralded. You talk about some of the guys, Colbert, Rodriguez, Hines, obviously Keon Saab, Ezra-Rocco, but Quincy Noel comes up with a huge play, with momentum seemingly be on the side of the defense, especially after that first score by Ocean City. That's a big first down conversion. 4th
and 12, and they got 16. Colbert. That's Hines cutting it back, gets inside the 10.
Nick Bruno knocked about 3 people over on that play. But again, they run that toss sweep out of the shotgun formation.
Did you see? As an offensive lineman, tell me you can't appreciate that.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But you get Sam Burek coming out, pulling athletic guards to the second level. Easy 7 yards.
7 yards on first down. Here's Brown, throws, caught by Brody Colbert, but he's dropped immediately. And it'll bring up a 3rd down for the Braves. Tom Schuta on the stop for the Raiders.
And it felt like the defensive end on that side, he was holding Jake Eaton as much as Jake was holding him back. Referees don't call it. Braves move the chains with the simple pass to Brody Colbert.
Clock stopped with 6:36. Now they'll wind it. And we had an injured player. Remember wind the clock? How about you got to call that hold? Gotta love it. Colbert got a first down. It's 1st and goal at the 5. Brown up the middle. Doug Brown dives and doesn't make it.
Come on, Doug. I got you on my fantasy team. We need these rushing touchdowns. Got close. Quarterback draw. Second time they've ran that tonight. Again, talked about the quarterback run. You pick up an extra blocker. Wouldn't be surprised to see Williamstown go with their goal line package. And, of course, they do, bringing in Big 44, Xavier Alexander at the fullback position.
The block he threw that you pointed out on Turner's touchdown run, and he's going to throw another block, and Turner's going to get another touchdown.
Turner's going to have to buy him a Powerade or something when they get home, because that's another killer block. You got a red jersey in the backfield and number 5 in the end zone, and a 2-score lead again for the Braves.
So with 5:40 to go, the Braves get in the end zone. That's the most we've seen emotional from Pat Gallagher, first-year head coach. Nice drive, though, by the Braves. Answering back on the Ocean City touchdown. And I think that if you had the overs tonight, I think you're in good shape.
You might be in good shape. I mean, you got to punch and counter punch when you start looking at these teams. 14-0 after the Roccabaldo interception. Ocean City comes back. They get the touchdown, missed the extra point, had a fourth down opportunity to get off the field. Quincy Noel moves the chains with the pass from Doug Brown, and Turner Range cashes it in.
21-6 Williamstown. The kickoff is next here on BFA.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
5:40 to go here in the second quarter. The Braves up 21-6 as we have a special Thanksgiving Eve broadcast of Williamstown Braves football here on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our crew here tonight. Beautiful night down the shore. Temperature kickoff 53 degrees. It's holding steady, and that's the end of my weather forecasting days.
Chris, you know the definition of conspiracy. When two people or more are in on something, and I feel like Doug Stasic kind of withholds some of the beautiful new graphics and stuff that he does. I know he doesn't do it by himself. I know Brittany helps, but he doesn't tell us about it. It's a conspiracy. He just pops up these new graphics, and the broadcast looks awesome, and we look great. He doesn't tell anybody about it, but you don't get much better high school football than this.
It's the first time in 5 years I've ever heard you say we look great. I like that. Nice job. Waller let that one go through, and that'll be a touchback for the Raiders. They'll get it at the 25-yard line. 21-6, Williamstown in front. I'm sure we're going to talk about tomorrow's contest. It's Holy Spirit, Atlantic City. It's one of those games where, they say, throw out the records. They hate each other.
Yeah, I've heard.
That'll be fun.
There's some rivalries in this state. I do love it.
Rapetti at quarterback now as we start this drive from the 25. That's a good carry on first down by Insera. He will have enough to move the sticks. 16 yards or 11 yards on first down.
44. Peyton Hillis, Mike Allstott. I mean, he's just running through the white shirts in this defense, and it wasn't for that interception that was thrown in the first quarter, it'd still be a one-score game. They're committed to stick to the running game.
This run doesn't get much of anything as Iraku read it all the way.
Donovan said enough of that. See, he just comes in from the backside of the defensive line, beats the block of Mike Rhodes. And that's why you're committed to the ACC in Boston College, making plays like that away from the ball.
One thing about Insera, though, oh my God, he doesn't go down easy. He gets this carry, and he's to about the 34, so bring up a third down and close to 7 yards on that play. But watch Insera here still go, and look, he's going to drag Curran with him.
I talked to Donovan about his spat and his swagger. I got to get his swagger up a little bit. You see Brody Colbert there. Brody looks sweet. Got the wristbands, the white gloves, the white spat and tape.
We swore he had something in his pads that we saw him for the first time.
Rodriguez Hines, he got the all-white socks. White on white. He looks smooth. I don't know about Don's look. The small socks.
3rd and 7, misdirection screen, and the Braves read it beautifully, and nothing there for the Red Raiders. To the 36, and they'll bring up a 4th down and 5, and we don't know. All right, it was Schaefer on the play. No, it was Nick Shawcross.
Well, Dave Roberts would get the credit for the tackle in the stat book, but the play was made by Taylor Robinson. He comes up and reads that screen, forces it back inside. Roberts was able to retrace his steps and chasing the quarterback to get outside and to stop the wide receiver screen.
No need to look further than Mike Seidenberg and his defense. He's one of the best defensive coaches in the game, and that adjustment obviously turned the momentum from when the Ocean City guys got it the first time and drove down the field. 3 and out. Punt goes out of bounds. Braves back on offense, and we'll come back here to Ocean City on BFA. 21-6 Braves.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. You've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it.
Braves will start this drive at the 32, and Dougie Brown got him to jump again. We have that, David. We have that play again that we just ran.
Look like Michael Gray, number 80 in there. When you jump offside as a D lineman, you usually going to come out of the game unless you're Aaron Donald or somebody.
Never mind, we know who it is.
Coach said, "Come sit next to me, son. Come watch for a play."
On second down and 5, this is a handoff to Hines up the middle, and he's going to get maybe a couple. Tough run to the 39.
And that's why the coaching staff is upset about that offsides penalty, because you stuff for a 1-yard run. It should be 2nd and 9. Now it's 2nd and 4. In Sarah, number 45, he makes a good play coming in the backside A gap, right up the middle, and making that tackle.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go until halftime. Braves up 21-6, and Hines goes through everybody. Lorenzo Hines, and look at the speed. He'll go all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to run all the way to the boardwalk. The way he broke through with that, and Doug Brown, you'll see he catches his handoff, and he doesn't break stride. He doesn't break stride, and you're not going to catch him.
62 yards for Hines. Another Williamstown score.
You talk about a two-headed monster in the backfield by most teams. Lindell White and Reggie Bush back in my era, where you got the pounder, the grinder in Turner Range, and you got the thunder, the lightning, the quickness and the explosiveness of a guy like Lorenzo Rodriguez Hines.
We've said it before. Coach said that he is the fastest player on the team. By far, he said.
He didn't say that.
He did.
Coach didn't say that.
He did.
I'm going to be mad at everybody else on the team for letting Coach say that. Even if it's true.
Hines gets the big run. Braves up 28-6.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
62-yard touchdown run by Lorenzo Hines, and the Braves up big tonight over the Red Raiders. It's 28-6 Williamstown, our final broadcast of 2020 for the Williamstown Braves, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. And we get a chance to get a shout out to Ed Herron and all the work he did at Pizza Hut.
Great job, I appreciate it.
Glassboro hosting some of our Coaches Corner shows. A year unlike any other. We've had cancellations, postponements, reschedules, and Ed was great with it, and we thank him for that. This kickoff is taken back to the 20-yard line by Schneider, and Ocean City now back on offense, and now they're the ones that are going to have to make the adjustment that Williamstown made.
Yeah. Good job by Paul Williams, number 10, getting down there on the kickoff coverage. We talked about it in the open, Chris. This offense from Ocean City came in averaging 39.4 points per game, 40 points a game, and I said Williamstown's going to have to show up offensively, put up some points to keep pace. Well, the defenses showed up. Dougie Brown in this running game, Keon Saab, they've showed up, and you got a big 3-score lead right now closing out this first half.
And the one thing, the defense was always going to show up. The question was going to be, can the offense really score? Rapetti on first down, zings it, and across the 30-yard line. There you go. There's a first down. Brady Rauner, and after Rauner makes the first down reception, he gets up and does that.
got to help the referees out. I mean, sometimes you guys may not know if it's a first. He lets you know. He realizes it.
I don't know if you want to do that when you're down 22. Here is Schneider on the cross, and he is out of bounds. They'll mark him at about the 40. So 8 yards on first down, second down and 2.
Man, Donovan Ezeraku got his whole uniform disrobed. I thought he could have got a holding call coming off the defensive left edge. You'll see him there closest to the bottom of the screen to the football, number 11.
Clock stopped with 2:22 and a second and 2. And here's a little misdirection. And Sarah, stepping his way, gets the first down. Now watch, he's still going, but they're going to blow him dead at the 47. 5 yards, first down, Ocean City.
Last year the Williamstown defense would just kind of shut you out. There's 3 and out, punt, punt, punt. This year's team has been a little bit different. They've given up some yardage in between the 40-yard line until the other team's red zone. But
first down, it's almost intercepted on the far side by Watkins.
Come on, Keyshawn. Now, I've seen you on Instagram post some of your plays and the write-ups when you should have had a pick and some breakups. So that one you dropped, you owe us 10 push-ups for that. DBs know what I'm talking about.
You're in a bad mood today.
You drop an interception, it's 10 push-ups. Every good DB knows.
Obviously, I think he was concerned about where his feet were, or foot in this
case.
case.
Caught it. Then we'll worry about the feet. He knows. You only got to get 1 foot down there, so it's easy.
Under 2 on second and 10. And the Red Raiders need 11 guys. So late onto the field is Michael Gray. Field judge is out, so they have now 5 seconds to snap the ball. And they will not, and they're going to get a flag against the Braves as Zeraku jumped it.
35 yards. I see Don shaking his head. All right, he's going to get it back. He's going to get it back.
He shook it. He nodded it like, okay, it's me. I got you.
Now we need a TFL from this play. We'll make up for it.
Look out for the TFL. Second down and 5. 1:58 to go here in the second quarter.
Offensive, I'm a coach. I'm going to run the screen right at Donovan's side because I know he's going to be teeing off the ball right here.
That is motion from Shawcross. The throw over the middle, and it's too far and incomplete.
Close. Keon Saab falls off from his cornerback position. Good pressure, good step up and pocket presence.
Rapetti wanted Jamison. It was Saab on the coverage. And a third down and 5, and the clock stopped with 1:51 to go.
This is a dangerous situation for Ocean City because if you don't get this first down, the ball is incomplete. Williamstown's going to have a chance to maybe put some points on the board again.
Rapetti on third down, and that is dropped. Would have been short of the first down, but Jamison couldn't hang on to it. And a 4th and 5 coming up at the Brave 48, and the Raiders will punt.
Brad Jamison, you got to make that catch. He tried to get you down the seam. This time you run the hitch route. You see right over the football. You see Zach Ertz and any great tight end do it week in and week out. Got to catch the football before you turn up the field. And now it's going to bring up a punting situation and give Williamstown a chance to put up some more points.
And the natives are getting restless.
I get it. You're 6-1. You're a top 10 team in the state. You're not looking like it.
Rapetti, and this bounce goes the way of the Raiders. Look at this. They'll be down inside the 10, and the Braves have a long way to go. They're at the 8-yard line, 1:33, 2 timeouts, and 92 yards away, so stay right here. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, our BFA sports crew here. Williamstown football exclusively presented by Pizza Hut, as they have all season. And we'll wait to hear from our man Doug Stasic, how those negotiations are going for next year. And I was telling him, we have to find somebody with vegan food so that we can then help you out.
I had the breadsticks. That was great.
The breadsticks were excellent.
Great. The French fries.
Yes.
Were great.
Yes. Boneless wings were a nice surprise too.
Ooh.
On first down, Turner Inges got some room near the 20-yard line. Braves have 2 timeouts left, down to 1:23 to go.
Good kick-out block with Donovan Ezeraku. I mean, we could have drove your pretty SUV through that hole with that offensive line blocking there.
Did you see Nick Bruno all the way like 6-7 yards beyond the line of scrimmage? Now Berber just stopped the clock for something.
It's a first down. They had it short, 2nd and 1. referee decides it's actually enough to move the chains.
So, and rightfully so. I mean, if you're going to spot it at the 19 and the line of game was the 18, that's a first down. So good job by Burbridge to fix that. Clock now moving with 1:05 to go until halftime. Still 2 timeouts for the Braves. There's Araku in motion. Turner in again, and he is wrapped up. Didn't get anything.
Good job by Will Drain, number 55, going right up against Donovan Ezeraku. He just holds his ground, keeps contained, just puts that foot in the ground, doesn't let anything outside of him. He doesn't move. And that's a good job, even though Drain's not going to get credit for the tackle.
No gain on the play, and I think the crowd saw the hold that we saw. That Donovan thought he was on defense.
He gave him a hug. He thought, you miss your prom. You don't get to go to prom. You want to, have a dance.
It's set up for Keon deep if you want it. Here's Brown setting up, pointing, unloading deep. Too far as Zaraku. 3rd and 10 coming up, down to 15 seconds left. Where's number 3?
Doug just kind of whips it from the 45. The ball lands where? The 40. I mean, he's got a little bit of arm strength on him for a small, short, compacted thrower. But you got to find number 3. And you know what? Offensively, haven't mentioned Brody Colbert's name.
Uh-oh.
You got to get number 2 to football.
That's a little reverse black hat.
You got to get him to football.
You really want to go there with that?
Look, there he is right there. He's got the one wristband, the white spat, halfway up the leg. Like that's swag right there, bro. You won the swag award for the night.
3rd and 10 for the Braves. And this doesn't count. So someone called the timeout, or do we have a flag? No, we have a flag on the field. We can't tell because of the vantage point we have so low on the screen, but Burbridge will tell us what we got here.
Yeah, baby.
We didn't have anything. Unless he called a sideline warning, which would be their first. Or his equipment. He had the back of his head. That's equipment, right? So that's an equipment. So they took somebody off the field for equipment, but what that does is that takes 2 seconds off the clock, so now we have 12. And still a 3rd down and 10 for the Braves.
I see Keyshawn Watkins. He threw on some gloves and jumped out there wide receiver. Don't see Keon Saab out there, so maybe it was him.
Might have been him. So Zaraku in motion. It's the same play, and Turner Inge trying to get free. He'll get across the 25 to the 28. And it looks like that will be the final play of the first half here tonight from Ocean City. Big half for Williamstown. They come out flying. And after the first 2 quarters, here it is 28-6 Williamstown over Ocean City here on BFA Sports, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. Halftime is next.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one outpizzas the Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. You got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to Hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family? Head over to Pizza Hut and to score some tickets. Be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Probably will.
Stupid system. Scramble 15 minutes before the game. I have to honestly yell at it. Should have just left it alone and changed it up on the last game. Yeah, grab it.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
That's why I don't like unplug the cameras. Have it plugged in for half It's so much different. It's like I hate watching TV while I'm working. It gets kind of weird. So. Yeah, looks good. Consider Fields in the leg. I got it.
He was rated 28. He really got me back in the 80s. No, he not decline, not decline. That's what I said. He's not see. No way. I was even getting nervous about some dots. Yeah, it was pretty. I think I got out of my car. I was down there. Oh yeah, you'll just chest out. That was always this thing. You're away. Tuesday night. I had eaten. Not too many of them. No, I was holding on. I put it back. What do you eat?
Still got 4 minutes and the 3-minute warning.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. He got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocco Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
That was actually in the air. Just give me. I'm going. Extra.
Attention, please. We have just been informed by Williamstown that they have been told to return to their school by their school district. At this time, the game is being stopped. Once again, the game has been stopped. Please give all boys a round of applause.
Hold on.
I can't look this fat. I just can't. How's this going to work?
There it is.
Yeah,
there
right. Are you kidding? Tell me when, Dave. We're on. That was great. In the most bizarre of bizarre years of 2020, we come back for what should have been the second half of a football game between Williamstown and Ocean City, but alas, we are canceled. The rest of the game has been shut down. We only know that there was an announcement from Monroe Township School District to return back to school. That's all we know. So we will not have a second half of football, and that puts an abrupt end to the Williamstown Braves football season of 2020. So with a 28-6 halftime lead that the Braves had, it looked like the Braves of old tonight. They really came out flying, and we were looking forward to a good second half.
Yeah, you want to obviously safety first for everybody, for the students, the coaching staff, the fans here, and the players involved. But it is bittersweet that some of these guys are going to be their last game of the season, and they were just playing so well in the first half. Offensively, putting up 28 points. That's the best first half offensively they had all season long. Dougie Brown was throwing the ball down the field. The running game was working. Defensively, they were playing stout. I mean, this is what you want to see and you expect it from the defending state champ. And sadly, because of the unprecedented times that we live in, it's going to come to an end here at halftime.
67 yards to Keon Sav to open the scoring. Then you had a 68-yard run by Lorenzo Hines, 2 Turner-Inge touchdown runs. Tremendous play on the offensive line, in particular Nick Bruno and Devin Cope and those guys. So I hope, coaches, if you're watching at the higher level, you got a chance to see 73 tonight. He had a tremendous first half.
Bruno had a great game. Xavier Alexander, I want to see him get a carry in one of those goal line formations.
Through 2 great blocks.
Yeah, great blocks, and got Turner-Inge in the end zone. I mean, these guys have worked so hard all season long, all summer long, not even knowing they're going to get the opportunity to play for their senior year. So hats off to all of these student athletes, for the guys that do go on to college, Donovan, Brody, and all those guys, Duck Brown, Xavier Alexander, Keon Saul's going to be back, thankfully. Best of luck to you guys, and it's been a pleasure watching you this season.
Before we go, don't forget, Joey Raccabaldo, one other bit of news, was taken to the hospital for x-rays on his collarbone. He left this field early, so he probably just got word through his parents that the rest of this game was shut down. But there was another senior who actually played lights out in that first half as well.
Big interception. It kind of really turned the tide of this game. I mean, Williamstown goes down to score. Raccabaldo gets the interception after some tough running from Ocean City. That gave them the 2-score lead, and they never relinquished anything closer than that from there.
It's fitting that the Braves finished this season at their best football we've seen all year, and it gets shut down only halfway through.
And that's 2020 for you. But these kids they'll persevere. They'll fight through it. Obviously, they've dealt with the virtual and hybrid learning all season long, not having their normal prom, their normal class activities that they've had on campus. It's a different world we live in. These kids are strong. They're tough. They'll adapt. And they'll have some memories and some friendships and some bonds that they formed in this team that'll last forever.
So I want to see officially how they brought the Braves in with record-wise. What did it say for Max Prep? What did they give? I think they gave the forfeit win to the Braves. That was the one against Willingboro when, of course, Clearview had shut down. So, all right, so they came to this game, and we said the same thing, right? They came to the game 5-2, so I would assume they would get a win for this game. I don't know if that's the case or not, but if it is, then the Braves finish the season at 6-2. They do come back and win their playoff pod. Of course, they defeated Hamilton, and then they went on to beat the Prep in an interesting football game as well, 6-0. So they're coming off. They're going to come off a win. They're going to finish the season at 6-2. Lots of changes that are expected next year, but another thing, too, Pat Gallagher, his first year at head coach, I mean, there's so many questions about this football team going into the offseason. And of course, COVID just, ran a wrecking ball right through all of that.
Yeah, it's tough. And like you said, when you talk about the preseason, just guys working out on their own, finding a park or somewhere they can go to try and throw a couple passes to each other, working out in their home, in their garage, in their basement, outside, finding a gym, anywhere that you could, just to try to get some reps in, to keep your strength up, to keep your speed up, not even knowing if you're going to be able to play. Look, we didn't know if we were going to have a game tonight.
Right.
These two teams, the athletic staff and the directors for each of these programs have had to come together to find some way to get these kids on the field, and obviously the most important thing is the safety of all the kids and everybody involved. So with that being said, I think they made the right decision.
Oh, agreed. And we have so many people to thank from the Williamstown end, of course. Let's start with their athletic director, Dean Insana, who we took the interim tag off of him. And that's a great thing that the township did. He did an amazing job for us. He set us up when it was almost impossible in some locations. So hats off to Dean and the athletic department there. Also, Tony Ayers of the school district, big-time support. The Williamstown Football Huddle Club has been extraordinary and phenomenal throughout this process. We look forward to working again with them next year. Look forward to working with them again next year. And, of course, I want to get all the three of them in. Darren Page is the president, Brian Cope, the vice president, and Dr. Stephen Ray, the chiropractor in Williamstown. He is the treasurer of that company, which I think that group has done a phenomenal job.
Of course.
And how they dealt with BFA, too. Great job by the Huddle Club. Ed Herron at Pizza Hut, opening his doors to us, to the Coach's Corner show. When we had the Coach's Corner show, the jackets that he gave us, right? The free pizzas.
The car cover that I got, it actually fits. It's Nike
This
branded.
fits. Yeah, I have several layers on. The breadsticks,
yes.
They were just phenomenal. So, again, thank you to Ed for our entire BFA sports crew. So the people that are on the cameras.
Doug Stassi.
Best
get
producer,
him best guy
Get him out of here.
BFA.
How'd he sneak in here?
Look, well, Doug's famous now. He's got some
writes
good,
the checks,
he's got some high prices, clientele. All of these guys. I mean,
Hold on. So let's get through this first. So we got Charles Hope on the camera. All right, Skywalker, like you know, as Skywalker, another one on the camera. What's that? Josh Davidson, Garrett Suey. Those are the cameramen. Of course, Charles Hope, the best 50-yard line cameraman in the business. Josh Hood on statistics, and of course. David Virgilio, who produced and directed tonight's game. The 3 executive producers of BFA Sports are Brian Murray, Doug Stasic, and Al Fisher, the latter 2 who are here this evening making noise and trying to get in front of a camera for us. So for all of us at BFA Sports, I want to thank you for joining us this season. On behalf of the Williamstown Braves football team, thanks again. It was an interesting season, but we got through it. The Braves will finish with a 6-2 record with an abbreviated win here tonight at Ocean City, a final score of 28-6. Last words, Coffee.
It's been a fun ride.
Yeah.
For Williamstown, I can't wait to do it again. But we'll be back tomorrow.
Season number 6 back tomorrow.
We got another game to
but
do.
we got one more tomorrow. It's a Holy Spirit Atlantic City game. So we'll talk to you tomorrow night or tomorrow from Holy Spirit.
Yes.
All right, for everybody, this is Chris Lozzi. Thanks again for joining us, and have a very happy Thanksgiving, Williamstown. Good night, everybody.